Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the third episode of the third season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in, and enjoy. And it seems like season 3 is going to be the Penny and Leonard season. Yes, it was teased between season 1. Died off a bit between season 2. Seems like we're going full steam ahead season 3. Yes, this first episode we're seeing them making out and they actually slept with each other at the end of the episode. Second episode we're seeing them kind of going back and forth between like should we or shouldn't we. It's a bit awkward. Have we messed it up? Should we just be friends? But they ended up going into each other's apartment at the end of the episode. So I think that we're going to actually try and rock and roll with it, which I'm excited for, and I can't wait for it, to be honest. It's going to be a good season. Hopefully other people as well can start going on dates. Right now I'm actually focused on this. I'm actually excited for it, but as the season progresses I'm hoping that other people get introduced, maybe new friends or acquaintances, you know what I mean, or like bits on the side, you know, other friends with benefits for people like Raj or with Howard. And are we ever going to get Raj being successfully able to talk to women? Who knows? Are we going to keep that prolonged throughout the whole show? We'll have to find out. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Morning, Sheldon. Come dance with me.
No. While I subscribe to the many worlds theory, which posits the existence of an infinite number of Sheldons, and assure you that none of them am I dancing.
All right, want some French toast?
It's oatmeal day.
French toast day? I will make you oatmeal.
Dear Lord, are you still going to be here on French toast day? Look, Leonard, Penny made French toast.
Sorry, I haven't given her your schedule yet.
I thought we agreed that you'd have your conjugal visits in her apartment. Did her abysmal housekeeping skills finally trump her perkiness?
No, her bed kind of broke.
Her bed's of sturdy construction. Even the addition of a second normal-sized human being wouldn't cause a structural failure, much less a homunculus such as yourself.
A homunculus?
Perfectly formed miniature human being.
You know what? I give up. He's impossible.
I can't be impossible. I exist. I believe what you meant to say is, I give up. He's improbable. What am I supposed to do? Eat French toast on a Monday? Now that would be impossible.
Just saying you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
You can catch even more flies with manure. What's your point?
Mate, they look good
Does smell
then.
good.
Yeah, they do look good.
Too bad it's Monday.
Okay, so Kim, the night manager, went on maternity leave, and her husband's name is Sandy, right? So get this. Her replacement is a woman named Sandy, whose husband's name is Kim.
Wow.
I know. What are the odds? Oh.
Easily calculable. We begin by identifying the set of married couples with unisex names.
It's an amazing coincidence. Can we leave it at that?
Are you finished?
Well, thank you. How thoughtful. Would you like a chocolate?
Yeah, sure.
I believe offering chocolate to someone falls within the definition of nice.
It does, but in my experience, you don't.
Hey. Yo, he looks good. He looks good.
What's going on, Day Dwellers? Raj and I are going to a goth club in Hollywood to hang with the night people.
Howard, what did you do?
They're called tattoo sleeves, look. Yeah, I bought them online. Raj got a set too.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to a goth nightclub.
Go on, Sheldon.
Bazinga!
Ah, he's joking.
Never see my practical jokes coming, do you?
Yeah, I think we'll pass.
Are you talking for
Mrs.
both of
Speaking
them?
for the couple now?
Yeah, I knew that. He's gonna say
You
it.
bet she is.
Stop at Walgreens and pick up some more eyeliner.
Sorry, Sheldon, I almost sat in your spot.
Did you? I didn't notice. Have a chocolate.
He's training her.
Thank you.
It's like a dog when you train it. It really is. Like, in her head, she's not noticing it. She's just thinking, ooh, treat, like, so to speak. But in reality, he's like dipping it in. Can you just do that? Yeah, I'll do it. Here's a chocolate. Oh, thanks. Until it gets to a point that, will you do that? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Like, do you know what I mean? Or like, it works. It actually does work with animals. Like, if you got a dog and it ever does something, you give it a good boy. You know what I mean? Here you go, here's a treat. Do it, get a good boy. Here you go. It's like learning them not to cross the road. Keep doing it. Every time you get to it, they're gonna cross. If they don't, give them a treat. At the end of the day, you know, after doing it for a couple of times, the dog will know to go to the road and not stand on it, because that's the thing that you need to do. So like, I'm interested to see what he's technically trying to get Penny to do, and maybe it's to clean the apartment. He basically saying before, wasn't it, like, you know, she's coming in, she's messing it up, and her apartment is kind of messy as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if it actually works.
What's so gothic about vodka and cranberry juice?
Hello, it looks like blood. Did you even read the WikiHow link I sent you on being goth?
No, I'm behind on my wiki reading.
Remember, we are lost boys, children of the night.
We are lost boys.
Good for you.
I'm actually much more lost than he is. We buy you ladies a drink?
2 light beers.
Light beers. Well, Wiki, how about that?
Nice to meet you, Bethany.
Yes, very nice.
I'm Sarah. Not that anyone cares.
What's this cartoon called again?
Oshikuru Demon Samurai.
And it's not a cartoon, it's anime.
You know, I knew a girl in high school named Anime. She was born with 1 nostril. Then she had this bad nose job and basically wound up with 3.
You're here a lot now.
Oh, am I talking too much? I'm sorry. Zip.
Chocolate?
Yes, please. Hey, Kim. You know what? Hold on. Let me take this in the hall.
You know what I mean? So subconsciously, straight away, she's like, oh, yeah, I need to, like, it's working.
You're using chocolates as positive reinforcement for what you consider correct behavior.
Very good.
Chocolate, give me one. And
You can't train my girlfriend like a lab rat.
mate, it's working.
Actually, it turns out I can. Yeah, by this time next week, I believe I can have her jumping out of a pool, balancing a beach ball on her nose. Suggesting we really make her jump out of a pool? I thought the bazinga was implied. Are you saying that I am forbidden from applying a harmless, scientifically valid protocol that will make our lives better?
Yes.
Bad, Leonard.
Fair, I actually don't think what Sheldon's doing is bad. I actually feel like what he's actually doing is trying to just clean up the place in a nice, friendly way with no, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, basically, if a person is leaving the apartment always a mess and you implement a strategic plan to get them to clean it up by being kind to them, basically, and offering them treats and stuff like that, then I know that it literally sounds like you're talking to a pet, but his reasonings and his actions and what he's actually implementing is not harmful to her at all. Even if she figured out what he was doing, she can't be like, oh, I was used or anything, because realistically, he's not done anything badly towards her. He's actually making her see little things. Like, to be honest, yeah, sitting down and watching TV and then you get a phone call and being loud and people can't hear the telly, like, that is kind of rude. And yes, you should get up and leave the room and have your conversation somewhere else. And, you know, basically what he's implementing is her realising, oh, I'm on the phone and these guys are watching TV. I'll take it in the hall. And what's wrong with that? Like, literally, he's not done anything wrong. He's not forced her to do anything. He's just subconsciously kind of tweaked little traits, like he was saying, and roughed out the edges. Like, I don't think it's bad at all.
So what do you guys do?
Oh, you know, goth stuff, goth magazines, goth music.
What do you do for jobs?
Oh, we're scientists.
So, yeah, you know, the dark sciences.
What are the dark sciences?
Well, I am an astrophysicist, and a lot of that takes place at night.
That sounds really cool.
Does it? Well, okay, if you like space stuff, I design components for the International Space Station, which is in space. Whereas, I'm sure you know, no one can hear you scream.
I work at the Gap.
I like your t-shirts with a little pocket.
I work there too. Not that anyone cares.
Why don't we go somewhere else and have some fun?
Oh, we like fun.
We are fun people.
Dark and fun.
Manages to get robbed.
Black condoms.
In my fanny pack.
Let's go.
Are you happy now?
Not particularly.
What could she possibly be talking about for so long?
Obviously, waitressing at the Cheesecake Factory is a complex socioeconomic activity that requires a great deal of analysis and planning. Bazinga. You can't tell me that you're not intrigued about the possibility of building a better girlfriend.
I'm not. Penny's qualities, both good and bad, are what make her who she is.
You wouldn't prefer a throaty chuckle?
You're not changing how Penny laughs.
I was going to lower the whole voice to a more pleasing register.
Girl is freaky.
Come again?
Freaky.
Yeah, freaky.
See how we lowered the tone?
Have a chocolate.
Are you seriously going to deface your body just on the possibility you could have cheap sex with a strange girl you met in a bar?
Yeah. Can't really decide between a screaming devil, this mean little skull, or Kermit the Frog. Hi-ho, I'm on Howard's butt.
Get the mean little skull, and I'll see if I can make him smile.
Yeah, I'd like the mean little skull, please. Ow, 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 ow.
I'll put on the stencil.
Okay, that's it. No needle, no pain, no tattoo. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. He's a fraud.
We're both frauds.
I wouldn't blame you if you walked out of here and never wanted to see us again.
I'm leaving too. Not that anyone cares.
When we tell the story, let's end it differently.
I'm going to make some warm milk and then turn in. I trust if you two are planning on engaging in amorous activities, you'll keep the decibel level to a minimum.
Of course.
Thank you.
Hey, what a shot.
Yeah, my new bed got delivered. If you come over and put it together, you can stay at my place. If we stay there, we won't have to be quiet.
Let's go.
Sex works even better than chocolate to modify behavior.
We say there were 4 goth girls. The 2 girls in the club had 2 friends.
Smell good despite their goth-like nature?
What's that got to do with the story?
Engaging my olfactory sense helps make it real for me.
Whatever.
And then they held hands and did a sexy demonic hokey pokey for us.
We got tattoos, and then the 4 girls took us to their place. We say they're in a very intimate area.
Oh, we are bad boys, aren't we?
The point is, we each had a menage with sexy goth girls.
Wow.
Try a country bar tomorrow night?
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky with some sexy cowgirls.
Could happen.
Wonder how they smell.
Find out tomorrow. Do you know what, right? I actually think, like, the gothic, I've not been a goth myself, but, like, I actually feel like the gothic look reminds you kind of like a punk rocker skater kind of style. Do you know what I mean? Like, with the dark makeup and obviously just the way they dress. And I, as younger, always used to think that Avril Lavigne, like, her style and look was attractive. Like, I liked it. But then as I've got older, I actually do feel like the country style is quite attractive as well. Like, it's weird how your interest kind of change. I do feel like the Western kind of like dressing, the Texan kind of ones, you know, like cowgirl style, is decent. I would be interested to see them go to a bar and dress up. You know, kind of had a little small bit of it of Howard when he went to go and see Sheldon's mum. And Sheldon as well, but like here's just kind of like a makeshift one. Love to see him full on committed, get his jacket shirt on, get his kick like proper high, you know, like boots on, real cowboy hat. His was just a little red one, and like rock with it and see how Raj was dressed up. Because Raj seems to always kind of dress the same. I mean, today he obviously was dressed in black, but he still had his little jacket on. He's always got kind of like a top and an over jacket, but then he seems to, in the normal common dress way, he has a sweater vest on as well. His style seems to be like top, sweater vest, jacket, where Howard's is more turtleneck and shirt in it. Leonard seems to always wear a t-shirt and then like a hooded kind of jacket kind of on top of it. And Sheldon, you know, he's got an undertop, you know what I mean? He's always wearing something under his shirt with a t-shirt on. Now, it's interesting. Training in the episode, Penny, Leonard was kind of against it, but it was actually working. It worked in his favour. She monotoned down. She also cleaned up, you know, she went on the phone out in the hall. It's subconsciously working, do you know what I mean? I'll do something correct, I'll get a reward. That's basically what it is. And like he said as well, you know, sex actually works, and it does. And women seem to have figured that out with men anyway, you know, like girlfriend, partners, whatever. Do this, you can have sex. Guys are like, all right, sound, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what they say. Men think with their penis, and that's actually true in it, mate. Literally, if you like waft it, they chase it. That's literally so simple with a man. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So 3 episodes into the 3rd season. It's been alright so far. I'm interested to see obviously what we do with it. Leonard and obviously Penny are committed, but it seems like she's around there a lot. And I'm interested to see how it actually impacts them in terms of like time with each other. Do you remember when he was in a relationship last season? with Stephanie, was it? And basically, you know, she was staying around. Sheldon come over. He was like, look, mate, if a girl stays here in this period of time, it's deemed as living with each other. Do you know what I mean? And then he was basically going in and he was checking his room and she was like, yeah, we are living with each other. And he was speaking to Penny and he was talking about his space. He was saying that, you know, basically if he tells her that he needs her to go back to her apartment, then maybe that it'll end it for them. You know what I mean? And I was saying, well, it's not really that bad. It's like everybody does need their own little bit of space. You need to do your own thing. You can't be around them 24/7. And Penny was saying, look, if it's meant to be, it's just meant to be. You know, you're not really saying anything nastily by saying that obviously she needs to go home sometimes. And then obviously if you fast forward now into this one, Penny does live across the hall, but she's technically around there all of the time. And it's like, when does he end up having space? Because when she wasn't together, if you know what I mean, she was off doing her thing and they was doing his with the gang, and she'd come and spend a lot of time together, just like Raj and Howard does. But she's there all of the time, you know, when they're hanging out, but also when everybody's gone in there together. He's literally going to have no space and no time to himself, and it can actually grate on him. Because obviously when you're in a relationship with somebody, you spend your time with friends away. That's where you let you know, like, not like your hair down, but you know what I mean? Like, that's where you spend that little bit of moment of being yourself with other people, and his moment being himself with his friends is the same group as she is with her friends. And this is where it's going to be interesting to see, because it seems to be that they're always together. Home life, you know what I mean, like friend life, your apartment, my apartment. And I wonder who's going to start moaning first that they need their little bit of space. Because Stephanie was nearly crying last time, wasn't it, when he mentioned it? Literally, she went on that little tangent in the bed and he couldn't actually say it towards her. He had to do it over text. So I'd be interested to see if it actually gets brought up between these two this season. But that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.